Welcome to the HR Learning Hub, where we decode HR concepts, dive into people analytics, and learn how to tell stories, not just share numbers. If you work in HR or recruitment, you probably track hiring data in Excel. But once the data grows, it becomes difficult to analyze trends, sources, and hiring progress easily. In this video series, we are going to build a recruitment dashboard in Power BI step by step. And by the end of the series, you will be able to create a fully interactive HR dashboard. Before we begin, I have also created a recruitment dashboard in Excel and I will leave the link for that in description if you want to explore the Excel version as well. But today we are going to see how Power BI makes dashboards more interactive and scalable compared to Excel. Power BI is one of the most widely used tools for data visualization and analytics. The best part is that Power BI Desktop is completely free to download, so anyone can install it and start practicing dashboards. Compared to static Excel dashboards, Power BI allows us to create interactive visuals, dynamic filtering, and powerful data analysis using DAX measure. In this 5-part series, we will cover everything step by step. In this first video, we will look at dashboard overview, understand the data set. In the next videos, we will create a basic calendar table, build measures, create visualizations, and connect everything together in a complete recruitment dashboard. Let's start quickly by understanding the dashboard that we have already built. Since this is first Power BI tutorial on recruitment dashboard, I have tried to keep it as simple as possible. We have name of the dashboard over here, Recruitment Dashboard 2025. At the top, we have some of the key measures or recruitment metrics. So this is total positions that we had for recruitment. 31 is the hired positions. That means the positions that are closed. Then we have 32 vacant positions. These are the positions on which recruitment is supposed to work on. Average time to fill is your hiring velocity, how much time it takes to close the positions on an average. And then this is average candidate feedback to give a fair idea about the candidate experience during the process. Then we have this line chart. In Power BI, using Spotlight feature, you can highlight a specific visual. So here we have number of hires that have happened, distributed month-wise. Uncheck and remove the spotlight. In the bottom, we have recruitment funnel, which helps to understand the process efficiency, how many candidates applied versus how many of them joined. Then we have source mix. We have used pie chart over here. Then we have vacant position and we have used a tree map over here. This helps understand which are the roles that have currently most vacancies. All of these can be further filtered using these slicers. So we have business heads and then we have levels over here. See, as per data we have, if we click on junior, we have Naukri, which is closing 60% of the positions. If we look at mid and senior, we have agency that is able to close most number of positions. These filters help us analyze the data and give us the insights. Let's now look at our data set in Excel. We have position details where we have position number. These are the unique position number or codes. Position name, level, business head against each of those positions. Since when this position is open, which is open date, whether the position is currently open or not, yes or no. If the position is not open, which is the candidate who has been hired and when did the person hired. Then we have time to fill. This is something that we have calculated. I have also explained this in my previous video. I will leave a link above over here. Then we have recruiter's name. Next sheet, we have candidate details. So these are the candidates who applied to various positions and which was the source, their detailed status, so whether they were selected in application status, interview level 1, interview 2, till their joining status. We have joining date, we have CTCs, their last working day, and the feedback that they had given for the process, and recruiter tagged against each of the positions. So this is how our data looks like. If you see, I have converted both of these data sets into table. If that is not done, then please do it before you sync the data with Power BI. This helps to decrease any discrepancies in data. Let's jump back to Power BI. Now we will create a new file. So let's go here, blank report. We have a blank report now. You see different data sets from which we can connect our data. We can also do it from here, which is get data. Now, because we are extracting or importing our data from Excel, we select here, select the data, open. It is establishing a connection with the data set. Now you see we have candidate details here and here. So these with the blue headers are the tables and these are your sheets. So you can pick the data from sheets as well, but it sometimes leads to a data discrepancy. So it's a best practice in Power BI to convert your data sets into table and use the same. Just to show you over here in Excel, if I go to table design, this is my table name. If I go to candidate details, this is my table name. Coming back to Power BI, select candidate details and position details. These are the two tables that I want to load. Click on load. You can also transform the data, but we are keeping things simple at this point in time. The loading may take some time. So now we have our data over here. If you see data, it shows candidate details and then it shows position details. Now I will make a separate video to understand why this has prefix over here. So like any date would have a calendar prefix. We will do a separate video on the same. For now, let's understand our recruitment data. So you see we have three panes. We have data, here you have your tables, then you have visualization, so which are your graphs, any visual that you want to add, you have it over here. And these are filters. You will see two types of filters. So one is filters on this page and then filter on all the pages. So if you're working on multiple pages and you want one common filter across all pages, you can add those filters over here. One filter is missing, which comes usually when you have a visual over here. So if I draw a visual, you will see filters on this visual. So any slicing of data that you need to do only for this visual or any filters that you need to apply only for this visual, you will have those over here. Let's see how we can add a text box. I always like to name my dashboards. So let's do that first. Recruitment Dashboard 2025. Now you have all the options over here. You can increase the font, you can change the font, you can make it bold, you can change the color, align it as per your needs. Now I can also do formatting over here. So let's say I want to have a background. We can do that. Let's say I want to have a border. I want to change the color of border. I want to add a shadow. All of these can be explored the way you want to. So this is part 1 of the series. In the next part, we will learn how to create a calendar table. If you see, I have created this additional table. So we will learn how to do this and how can we write some of these statements which will help us create the calendar table. So stay tuned for the next part. If you're finding my videos helpful, please like and comment. This motivates me to create more such content. Also, in case you've not subscribed to my channel yet, please click on the subscribe button. Bye-bye for now. Until next time, keep learning.